Recording initiated. Subject 8135. Male. Recently reassigned to Protocol 17. The program consists of 5 artifact trials. Each involves direct exposure to items recovered from high-risk sites tied to unresolved incidents. Prisoner 8135. Do you understand why you're here?
Yeah, I think I do. It sounds about right, based on what I read anyway.
You've been transferred to the Artifact Research Protocol through the Voluntary Participation Agreement. Early release is conditional on completion. Due to capacity at central facilities, you've been placed here. This lab meets minimum operational requirements.
That's a polite way of saying it's falling apart.
It functions. That's enough. Before we proceed, I need your full attention. I won't repeat this.
Understood.
This program studies artifacts. These artifacts you'll be interacting with aren't ordinary objects. Each is linked to a classified case. Disappearances, deaths, phenomena we haven't fully explained. They retain imprints. When activated by that machine, they create immersive projections into your mind. You won't observe from the outside. You'll experience what they did. You'll become the subject.
That part wasn't spelt out in the brief. I signed up for research, not possession.
The immersion clause was included in the contract.
It said full involvement. You didn't say anything about this. Nowhere did it state I'd be stepping into someone's final moments.
You signed a contract. We will proceed.
Yeah, sure. No backing out now anyway, is there? Seeing as I know about this little protocol of yours.
Here are the terms. You will undergo 5 trials. You will follow all instructions. You will be exposed to anomalous effects, some of which may be harmful to your mental state. Survival is not guaranteed. Failure results in permanent termination.
Termination? That's what you're calling it now? Look, I'm not here to make noise. I took the deal. I knew there'd be strings. But believe me, I didn't think I'd be walking into whatever this is. I didn't belong in prison, and you know that. But you put me in a cage and dangled freedom in front of me like a carrot. So yeah, fine. I'll play along. 'Cause I want out.
Your background suggests you're capable of adapting under stress.
I've seen a lot, and had worse odds, yes. Doesn't mean I like surprises.
Objection noted. We will begin. Lift the crate, place it on the examination table. Designation, case file A14-046, recovered from St. Dimphna Asylum, status contained. The subject tied to this artifact is Ophelia Marlow, patient 146, admitted in 1978 after multiple episodes of violence, obsessive behavior, and recurring delusions focused on lights and shadows. Records indicate a steady decline, paranoia, hallucinations. She insisted something lived in the dark, watched her, moved when no one was looking. Her final week was marked by near-complete psychological collapse. Your task is to enter the memory state, assume her perspective, and observe the events that led to her death.
Right, so I'm supposed to see what she saw, feel what she felt, and hope I don't lose track of myself in the process.
Psychological risk is outlined in your agreement.
Oh, the agreement. Right. The one that seems to grow every time something stupid comes up. So what happens if I start pacing in circles and whispering about the dark after this?
Then the artifact research will be deemed a failure. You'll be classified as compromised and removed from the program. A replacement candidate will be selected.
Of course.
Place the artifact into the device. neural synchronization initializing. You may experience temporary disorientation, overlapping memories, or emotional carryover. These are expected side effects upon artifact completion. You are about to enter the final recorded memory of Ophelia Marlow. Stay focused. Remember who you are. Do not lose yourself in her mind.
Now then, doors locked, tongues quiet, time for rest. All darlings have had their little pills. Now the dark is coming, and if it finds you awake, then I'm allowed to treat you. Just me and the tools. Sleep well, sweet ones. Lights out! Whimper louder, little one. Your bones will make such lovely tools. Every breath you take just spreads it deeper. You're already infected. I can see it crawling under your skin. To bed and unsupervised. Do you want to be punished? I could open this little door right now, drag you out by the ankles, snip the bad parts until you're nice and still. But where's the fun in that? Oh, no. You're much more interesting when you're scared and running away. Your panic smells like rust and sugar. Delicious. Stay out of the dark, you little infection. I'll come back when it's time for your treatment. Sickness, weakness, delicious decay. You're already mine. Your bones will make such lovely tools. I can hear your blood screaming. The dark is hungry for you, and so am I. I smell your fear. Thick, sweet. I'll put you to sleep. I smell your Whimper louder, little one. You're already infected. I can see it crawling under your skin. Sickness, weakness, delicious decay. I'll put you to sleep. You're already infected. I can see it crawling under your skin. Sickness, weakness, delicious decay. You're already infected. I can see it crawling under your skin. No more hiding! No more silence! You were mine the moment you stepped into my ward. You think you can leave? You think the disease lets go? It'll rot away, and you will thank me for it. I warned you what the dark would do. Now I get to work properly. No more lullabies. No more gentle hands. I'm done pretending to care. Let it all out, little one. Scream, sob, bleed. I'll scoop the sickness right out of you and wear what's left like a blessing. What is this? No. I took care of you. I loved you. This isn't how it ends.
It burns! You filthy little thing! What have you done?
Oh, you poor, desperate little infection! You really thought I was that easy to cure?
You don't treat the rot. You let it in.
Neural synchronization complete.
The thing in the dark was real. She wasn't crazy. Every move we made was to stop it, and you call it madness.
Every move she made. It was hers.
But it was so real. She built it, all of it, from scraps. An alarm clock, old bulbs, power source that I can't even begin to explain. But none of it mattered. It still came for her.
There was no entity. What you experienced was the subject's perception during her final moments. There is no verified anomalous presence attached to this artifact.
I was there, and there was an entity.
Ophelia Marlow was found electrocuted in her cell, tangled in a damaged ceiling fixture.
No, that's not how it happened. That's not what I saw.
This trial was used to evaluate your response to immersive delusional states. Marlow had a known sensitivity to light stimuli and a documented history of auditory distortions. Her fear of the dark was medically categorized as a recurring psychotic episode. Her fear of darkness was classified as a delusional construct. Official cause of death: accidental electrocution while tampering with the light above her bed.
She wasn't in a bed. She was running, building, hiding. We were moving.
You experienced what she believed, her final hours as she perceived them, nothing more. Her fear shaped every detail. The halls, the layout, the entity. All of it originated from her deteriorating mental state. That assessment has been confirmed by others who have entered this artifact.
It felt real, every second of it. And you're just sitting there, reading off a report, telling me none of it mattered.
Artifact complete. Subject neural integrity stable. We will proceed.
That's it? We just move on? Pretend none of this happened? I watched her fight for her life. I watched her die. And all you care about is whether my brain's still intact.
Return the artifact to its crate. Place the crate on the conveyor for extraction.
Right then. Let's keep it clean into the book. Wouldn't want emotion interfering with this precious protocol.
Same procedure. Lift the crate, place it on the examination table. Designation, case file AE074, recovered from the Cartwright estate. Subject, Emily Cartwright, 8 years old. Status, uncontained. Emily was reported missing in 2003, last seen entering the attic after her birthday party. Her belongings remained untouched, drawings, a ring of toys, and this bear. It was seated upright, center of the circle, facing the attic door. Your task is to enter the memory state and reconstruct Emily's final moments. Observe the space, discover what led to her disappearance. This is no longer a test. There's no closed file, no confirmed cause. We need answers.
So, after walking through a patient's breakdown, you're now sending me into the mind of a child. You ever think imagination might be worse than reality? Adults break in familiar ways. Kids, their monsters don't follow the same rules. Monsters in the dark make sense, but the ones a child imagines, they don't care about rules or reason. But after all this technology and horror, I'm starting to believe we're already in hell.
You will assume the perspective of Emily Cartwright. Expect memory instability, visual inconsistency, environmental distortion is likely.
Naturally. And you, have you got a name, or are we sticking with disembodied voice behind glass?
When ready, place the artifact into the device. Neural synchronization in progress. Prepare for memory imprint.
There she is, my little Emily. I heard him yelling again, but we don't care about that. Let him scream at the walls. Up here, it's just us. Just you, me, and Mr. Bear. I made a brand new game just for today. It's called Hide the Hurt. See? No more yelling. Nice and quiet now. Today's game is very important. It's the final one. I've hidden 5 of your drawings, your best ones. Find them all and bring them back here. Nice and neat, okay? Make sure they're in the right order, from happy to not so happy. Found one. Very good, Emily. But that wasn't much fun, was it? Let's add a little more fun. More games. Simon Says, red light, green light, hide and seek. We could do one for each drawing. Let's play Simon Says. But forget Simon. Mr. Husk says. If Mr. Husk says, you do it. If I don't say, you don't. Simon Says. Crouch. Simon Says. Stop moving. Simon Says. Stop moving. Simon says, run to Teddy. Simon says, stop moving. Let's play red light, green light. When I say green light, you move. When I say red light, you freeze. If you move during red light, the toys might get confused. And when the toys get confused, someone always loses a piece. Okay, ready? Green light. Red light. Green light.
Red light.
Green light.
Red light.
Green light.
Red light.
Green light.
Red light.
Green light. Emily, let's play hide and seek. You hide, I count. Silently. You know the rules. As long as I can't see you through the window, I'll count that as your hiding. Hide and seek. Hide and seek. Hide and... Okay. Enough with the party games. Here's a fun one I once saw. I call it Don't Look Away. I'll try to catch you, but only when you're not looking at me. I won't move when you blink. Probably. You found them all. 6 little masterpieces, drawn in crayon. And now, for the main event. Time to put them in order. From the day she smiled to the day she broke. Mr. Teddy's waiting for the party to start. But oh no, no guests, no chairs filled. Use the drawings, match the toys, seat the guests. Get it wrong, and Teddy might just snap. Once everything's in place, and you're really sure, give Mr. Teddy a little poke. Mr. Teddy's doing something very important. He's checking if all his little guests are seated just right. You know how he gets, Emmy. He remembers where everything really went, even if you don't. And once he's sure, he'll lean in real close and whisper in my ear whether you won today's games or just made a very pretty mess. Did it, Emily? Every drawing, every toy, every feeling back in place. Just like you remembered, just like I asked. You played the game and you won. And now, no more attic. No more shouting from downstairs. That part's over. It's time to go. Somewhere quiet. Come with me, Emily. You won the games, and now you get to be happy.
Neural sequence complete. Subject realigned. Report your findings.
This one felt different, closer, more real. There was a presence. It looked like a man, but it wasn't. It even spoke, like the whole thing was some kind of game to it.
What did you find?
Her drawings, 6 of them, each one darker than the last. Started innocent, but the shadows crept in. It didn't feel new. He was familiar, like someone she trusted.
And how did the memory resolve?
The threat didn't feel like it was with the creature. She was more scared before she even got to the attic. Shouting from downstairs, a male, maybe her father.
Her father was arrested a few months after Emily's disappearance for killing his wife. We had believed losing Emily was what broke him, but maybe it was long before that. Poor girl.
Like I said, it was played very much as a game. I had to hunt for drawings, play children's games like Simon Says. Then I had to arrange the drawings in the right order. Then came the toys. I placed them as she had drawn them, connected to her emotional state at the time. When it was all set, the party began. That's when it took her. Not forcibly or with mad intent, as if he was saving her.
The entity. Describe it.
Tall, thin, slender arms, dressed like a man in a suit, but his face, it didn't belong.
A tall figure. Suited. You weren't in a forested setting, correct?
No, it was an attic. He called himself Mr. Husk.
Good. That description resembled a separate case file. Never mind. Let's stay focused. Do you believe this entity still exists?
I don't know, but he said things. Some of it felt like it was meant for me, not her.
Noted. Under the current protocol, the entity should be locked within the memory structure, contained within the imprint. Unless this is something new, something self-aware. The artifact is complete. Your data is recorded. The artifact will be reviewed further. Neural stability remains within acceptable parameters. Return the artifact to its crate and place it on the conveyor for extraction.
Hello?
The next artifact is en route. Please stand by.
We're between nightmares, right? So maybe just talk. Don't I deserve at least a human conversation?
I'm listening.
You said if I finish all 5, I walk out of here. Is that true? Is that even your decision to make?
Your contract states that successful completion of all artifact trials qualifies you for release. That clause is real.
I wasn't lying. I'm not supposed to be here. Someone made sure I took the fall, covered every angle, every detail, and on paper, it looked perfect. This protocol, it was the only open door. But now I'm stuck reliving the worst moments of other people's lives. People who died scared, alone, or worse, chased by things I didn't even think existed. I just want to know if you believe it, that there's a way out. Or maybe I'm already gone, and your machine's just keeping me alive.
I don't make promises. Not in here. But I can tell you this. You're not the first prisoner to enter this program. But you are the first to survive 2 artifact trials, with neural integrity still very much intact.
Comforting. So wait, how many prisoners have been released in total from this?
If you complete all 5, and your neural integrity remains within threshold, I will personally authorize your release. Lift the crate, place it on the table. Designation, Case File RM-213, recovered during a battlefield excavation in 1920. The artifact was found in the grasp of General Arthur Hale, highly decorated and remembered for giving a command that wiped out his entire unit. His body was found alone, miles from the battalion lines, no signs of enemy contact, no struggle, no explanation. This trial reconstructs the General's final hours. You are to assume his role, retrace his movements, discover what drove him into the mud alone, and what he saw before the end. I know this one will be very close to home for you, so I need you to ensure you keep yourself separated, and your mind intact.
From tea parties to no man's land. Hell of a lineup you've got. I swear, this one better not start with screaming and end with dirt in my mouth.
When ready, place the artifact into the device. Neural synchronization in progress.
Hello, Warrior Operation Command. Hello?
No, get back!
Prisoner, talk to me. Come back to reality. You're safe now. You're back with me.
Safe? What is this, a fucking game? Fuck you and this programs. You read every line of that file, and you still sent me into war as some piece of shit general that sent all his men to death while he sat in safety. All he had to do was fix the damn radio. He could have saved them. But no, that fucker killed everyone and then ran for the exit to save himself. He got what he deserved. That's not memory, that's torture. No wonder they buried him so far away from where they died.
I'm so sorry. That was a memory. What was Hale trying to do?
Everything was dead before it was dead. There was something there. Humanoid. Rat-like. It wasn't just a monster. It was made from hate, from guilt. That thing lived off what Hale had done. What he refused to face.
Regret has shape in places like that. And the entity? The soldier? What happened to it?
A twisted, stitched-up freak in a uniform? It stuck to the narrow trenches, always just out of reach. Every time I got closer to fixing the radio, it got closer to me. Soldiers. They didn't speak. They didn't attack. They just looked at me. And I knew. I didn't warn them. I just gave the order. I watched them die.
The general, not you.
Right. Hale. They must have taken him and buried him alone. Miles from the others. Even in death, they didn't want him near them. And when Hale finally broke, that was the end it wanted all along. Silence and revenge. I think it died happy, knowing Hale was finally gone.
You did well. Let's get the artifact back in its crate. Trial complete. Artifact contained. Neural integrity. Holding. You've made it through 3, Anthony. I don't know if that's impressive or terrifying. And for what it's worth, the previous artifact wasn't chosen by me. It was assigned directly to you. I just want you to know that. Lift the crate and place it on the table. Be careful. Designation: Case File RM-213. Recovered from the lower levels of the Blackwood sewer facility. The perspective you'll assume belongs to an unnamed maintenance worker. We recovered his remains. What little was left. The structure was failing. Gas leaks, collapsing tunnels, corrosion throughout the system. But there was something else. Biological. Alive. The final explosion didn't come from a mechanical fault. There was no formal investigation. No official report. But we believe the worker made a decision. A final one. When ready, place the artifact into the machine. Neural synchronization in progress. sequence complete. Subject realigned. Report your...
It wasn't human. It came from the walls, like it had always been there, waiting. It didn't just spread. It learned. Tall, skin like wet paper stretched over bone. But the mouth... It could hear everything. Didn't have eyes. Didn't need them. The second I moved, even slightly, it turned. It knew.
And the environment?
They were growing, multiplying, all around me. Tissue on every wall, pulsing, roots that twitched, tendrils that moved when I passed. The floor breathed. It didn't belong in this world. It was born down there.
What was the worker doing?
I was trying to stop it. I woke up in a closet. Panic set in, but he had a plan. He knew what needed to be done. 3 keys. He was unlocking the gas system. He did it, and I'm glad, because if even one of those things made it out, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
So, the worker retrieved the keys. He set off the gas and triggered the explosion. Thank you for the report. Please return the artifact to its crate. Place the crate on the conveyor. Trial complete. Artifact recontained. Neural integrity rising and stable. Before the next artifact arrives, there's something I need to tell you. My name is Alex. I wasn't supposed to get involved. I wasn't supposed to speak to you at all, not like this. I was here to observe, record, stay silent. But I started looking into you.
Into what? My performance?
No, into who you really are. You were never meant to be here. You were transferred off record, your file sealed, redacted. Someone made sure you disappeared.
I told you. I told you I was set up.
I know. You were military. Clean record. Multiple tools. Then, one operation goes sideways. One dead CO. And you're left standing with the weapon in your hands.
It was a setup from the start.
I know. I found the evidence that never made it to trial. Ballistics, internal memos, witness testimony that just vanished. They didn't want you in a cell, they wanted you here. It was to make you disappear. If you broke, if you didn't survive, you'd vanish, just like every other prisoner brought here with the promise of freedom. No record, no body, just another test subject marked incomplete.
And if I do survive?
Then I'll be waiting. When that door opens, I'll be there. You've made it through 4 artifacts, held your mind when others couldn't hold a thought. You've faced delusions, regret, monsters, things no human mind should have witnessed. I'm sorry I didn't believe you sooner. Someone is trying to erase you, without a body to bury. I'm reactivating the recorder now. Once I do, I have to go back to protocol. But I'm still here. Lift the crate and place it on the examination table. Designation, case file A13-45. Recovered from Black Hollow Mine. Shaft 13 entrance. Status contained. Subject, Thomas Granger. Known as Tommy. Age 22. Employed by the Black Hollow Mining Company. According to co-worker reports, He was trapped during structural collapse while attempting to exit the shaft. Witnesses reported shadowy figures moving along the walls, unexplained equipment failures, unnatural vibrations deep in the tunnels. Tommy never returned. Search teams withdrew after 72 hours. Too dangerous.
Poor kid.
This helmet was recovered 32 years later, half buried behind a sealed tunnel exit that doesn't appear on the original schematics, far from the collapse site.
So you didn't die in the collapse? You kept moving?
Your role is to follow that path. Document what happened after the collapse, and how that helmet ended up where it did. When ready, place the artifact into the machine. Neural synchronization in progress. Subject realigned. Report your findings.
He didn't die in the collapse. Tommy made it out. Or tried to. There was a hand, sticking out of the rubble, holding a note. It kept changing. Every time I moved forward, it rewrote itself. New lines, new directions. A young man losing his mind. Or maybe something trying to help. A guardian angel. But he wasn't alone down there. A mutated miner. It looked human once. Patrolling the tunnels, sniffing me out. Hiding was the only thing that worked. But the mine, it wasn't just rock anymore. It was alive. It shifted, opened paths that weren't there before. It was leading us, both of us, to the same place.
What happened in the end?
The elevator shaft collapsed beneath him as the creature broke through the elevator cables. It was the perfect spot. I had to time it exactly right. Place the dynamite, set the plunger. All I had to do was wait.
And Tommy?
Set off the blast while he was still inside. Brought the whole mine down, just feet from the exit. He gave himself to prevent it getting out.
Thank you. Please return the artifact to its crate. Place it on the conveyor. Trial complete. Artifact contained. Neural integrity stable. You did it, Anthony. 5 artifacts, and you're still here.
Yeah, still piecing myself together, but I'm here. Not sure how much of me's left in one piece.
You had 1 shot, and you made every second count.
So, what now? They throw me a medal, a handshake? To be honest, I'd settle for fresh air.
No jokes. Not yet.
Right.
I'm initiating your release. It's not immediate. There are reviews, sign-offs, but I've already started pushing it through.
You think we'll meet again, on the outside?
Maybe.
I'll hold you to that.
It's been a while since you sat anywhere that wasn't trying to kill you, huh?
Alex.
Told you I'd be here.
Gotta say, you clean up better than a speaker on a wall.
Funny. And I thought you were just a data point.
Still in restraints, though? What's a guy got to do to get some fresh air around here?
Those are for safety. Yours, technically.
Mine?
Yeah. In case you decide to punch the guards who threw you in here.
Tempting.
They're going to ask questions, try to debrief you, isolate you, and bury what you saw. Try to reshape the story until it fits a clean report. They'll say you imagined half of it, that the rest was side effects. But I need a cover story, a reason to keep you protected, a reason they need you. You're the only one who's ever made it out of the protocol intact. That makes you valuable.
So this is where you asked me to join the rebellion or whatever?
This program doesn't end because you made it out. It's been running for years. It's bigger than both of us.
Let me guess. Top secret, no pay, and probably gets me killed.
Something like that. You want revenge? Answers? Pick a reason. They all start here.
Uncuff me.